A Purim Schpiel from the Beignet Zion Players by Rabbi Jana at Beignet Zion for Purim 5779. This is the jester for the book of Esther. I'll make you happy on Purim Day. And while you're noshing some hum and toshin', please laissez le bon temps pour les. Try it again. This is the jester for the book of Esther. I'll make you happy on Purim Day. And while you're noshing some hum and toshin', please laissez le bon temps pour les. Here's the story. There was a king named Achashveros. There was a king named Achashveros. He was the king of all Persia. There was a king named Achashveros. And there was a Vashti. She was his queen. And Vashti was his queen. She wouldn't dance for him in her crown. And now Vashti's not a queen. And Mordecai, he was a Jew. And Mordecai, he was a Jew. His niece was the lovely Esther. Like Mordecai, she was a Jew. And lovely Esther becomes the queen. Lovely Esther becomes the queen. She doesn't tell anyone she's Jewish. Lovely Esther becomes the queen. And then there's Haman, boo, the king's advisor. And Haman is the king's advisor. The king gives Haman his ring. Now Haman is the king's powerful advisor. And with that ring, he makes a law. And with that ring, he makes a law that everyone must bow down to him. With that ring, he makes a law. But Mordecai, that Jewish guy, but Mordecai, the Jewish guy, he won't bow down to any person, 'cause Mordecai's the Jewish guy. We take a detour from this sad story to tell you that Mordecai saved the king. He overheard some guards were plotting, so one day he would be rewarded with something. And it was Haman, boo, the evil Haman, boo, who had to honor Mordecai. Haman paraded him throughout all Shushan, shouting that the king wanted to honor this guy. So Haman used the king's ring again. Haman used the king's ring again. He makes a law to kill all Jews in the kingdom. Haman used the king's ring again. So Mordecai told Queen Esther, Mordecai told Queen Esther, she must speak with King Achashveros. Mordecai told Queen Esther, Now Queen Esther was so afraid. Queen Esther was so afraid. She couldn't talk to the king without being called. Queen Esther was so afraid. But Queen Esther prayed for advice. Queen Esther prayed for advice. She made 2 parties for the king and evil Haman. Queen Esther prayed for advice. So the king and Haman went to Esther's 2 parties. King and Haman went to her 2 parties. The king saw Esther was sad, not happy. King and Haman went to her 2 parties. So Esther revealed what made her sad. Esther revealed what made her sad. The evil Haman was going to kill her and her people. Esther revealed what made her sad. And so the king killed Haman instead. The king killed Haman instead. And instead of all the Jews being killed, the king killed Haman instead. And now on the day the Jews didn't die, on the day the Jews didn't die, we celebrate the holiday of Purim. On the day the Jews didn't die, we are commanded to celebrate. We are commanded to celebrate. We need to listen to this Megillah. We are commanded to celebrate. We eat hamantashen, give gifts to friends. We eat hamantashen and give gifts to friends. We get dressed up in crazy costumes, and our story never ends. This is the jester for the book of Esther. I'll make you happy on Purim Day. While you're noshing some hamantashen, please laissez le bon temps rouler. This is the jester for the book of Esther. I'll make you happy on Purim Day. While you're noshing some hamantashen, please laissez le bon temps rouler. Happy Purim from the Beignet Zion players and Rabbi Jana at Beignet Zion for Purim 5779.